the weight.
Good throw. Oh, no, can he get damage here? Back fierce. Is that going to build super?
No, not quite. He was just, and the last second flash kick from Rob. Wait, that's an early pop-off.
Early pop-off, though. It is still 1 round apiece.
Careful, careful.
The damage from it, not a whole lot.
Okay, beautiful anti-air. Knew he wasn't charged, but look at that, confirming the standing light punch.
Yeah, Abigail still gets the combo off of that crouching light kick.
So only has to do the standing light punch. It's the only one that combos. Oh,
good flash kick on that flip. Good reactions from Rob.
You have to challenge that flip, and a good charge right there.
Trigger 2 is active.
Now Itabashi should probably just stay back. Let him throw out some flash kicks, block some side. Oh wait, never mind. He's in. Oh, he had to let go early. Here we go into EX. He's
almost enough. What is it going to be?
Oh boy.
Abigail does have critical art. Oh, that was risky. If you mistimed that, Looking at Itabashi pull out. He has the critical art and some B trigger active. Oh my God, that was scary.
Oh, he's in. He's in. Watch out. Oh, he hit him out of the air. He hit him out of the air. No. Okay. Well, you know what?
Oh, dash throw from RobTV takes out Itabashi Zangief. He is ecstatic like he had just won the tournament, but he has a long way to go.
He can't believe it, but he's doing it here. This is a man who, when he made it onto the E-League.
Hey guys, it's Philosopher, and I am back with RobTV once again. We're at Combo Breaker 2018, and he had a great victory over Itabashi Abigail, I guess we'll call him now. But no, let me know tell me how you're feeling right now.
I feel like it's so weird how these emotions. Okay, like yesterday when I played against, I beat John Takuchi in Winners Finals, and that's a huge. He's second at Evo Japan. You know what I mean? Like that's a amazing player. So when that happened, like I was so focused. Like you notice in between every game, somebody made a joke and said I was like, I was like, what is it? What's the guy from Naruto? Shikamaru? Is that his name? Like, yeah. I'm just like sitting there, my eyes closed, breathing, going over the matchup in my head, so on and so forth. So even after I beat him out, the emotion was so weird. It's hard to explain. Like all my friends are going off. But I'm like kind of like stoic, my face is because I'm so far into that zone. Yeah. So even when I get off stage and everything, it's like I don't know. It's like I'm in the fight or flight mode already. So I'm still as if I got more opponents to, you know what I mean? Kind of like let's say there's some people like broke into your house or something like that, right? And like there's like a wave of people or something like that, and you like. Debilitate a couple of the people, but there's still like 5 more people coming in. You're not relieved after you just stopped the first 2 guys, you know what I mean? But right there, honestly, there was no more guys. I was done for the day, but I was just so stuck in that mindset that it was just like, like, I don't know, it felt weird. But like right now, like with the Itabashi match, I mean, I dropped, people can see from the video, from the stream, but I actually cried. I only cried in the tournament 2 times. Once we made the Red Bull Proving Grounds, and it wasn't from making it to Red Bull Proving Grounds. It was, me, Cool Kid, Mia, Toxico. We all, we put in work. That was our team for the Midwest. And we were 1 set away from making it into the finals. And we lost, and it was Kaba. He just beat everybody. This is like a while back, like last year. He beat he was beating teams by himself, literally, like just, and I dropped tears over that because we came so far, but that wasn't like a crushing defeat way, I swore I would get better. But this one, after I beat Itabashi, I just couldn't, like, I don't know, man, like I'm confident, so you have to be confident to win in the first place. But there's like, it's hard to explain. I can't put into words the amount of work that I put in. And when I say that, I'm not just saying it as if I'm just, honestly, I do believe there's only a few people that are actually grinding like that in life in general. Most people aren't grinding that hard. And then in the FGC, there's a few people that really, really grind to that level. And I'm not saying I'm at a certain skill level, but I'm talking about grinding. I'll give a damn if I was bronze rank as long as I'm grinding that hard, right? So there's so many sacrifices that come with all this stuff, man. And so much doubt, you know, so much, you know, maybe I could use this time to, anytime I'm grinding toward a Street Fighter, it's like, damn, I could have been moving up through a company. I could have been, you know, I'm sacrificing so much even from like a financial standpoint and so on and so forth to do these things, to do what I'm really passionate about. So to beat someone like Itabashi and then like, you know, Flash and then, you know, John Takeuchi, you know, they're like different levels, but Flash is good too. But then John Takeuchi and then Itabashi Zangief, man, like before I ever went to a tournament ever, I watched this guy on stream. You know what I mean? I have nothing but respect for this guy. And to beat him and in such a dramatic fashion when we're so close, man, everything just hit me at once, man. I just, you know.
A flood of emotions.
Yeah, that's my favorite win that I've had so far in my career, you know, for sure. So right now, the way I feel, I'm tired. Like, you know, people think obviously like if a basketball player just has a basketball game, like obviously you know they're tired because they just ran up and down the court. But even doing something like this, your emotions are up so high and, you know, you're thinking so deeply, it's exhausting. So like right now, it's like I feel tired, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm happy and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I've gone through so many emotions already. So now I don't know. I don't even know how to feel right now. It's definitely not bad. I'll say that it's not a bad feeling.
So before we talked about the unconventional path, and you know, this is before you started, you know, biting people. You were making content, but you were still fairly unknown. You hadn't done the Challenger yet. You hadn't done anything like, well, I won't say nothing, but you know, you were doing good. But now you're even, you know, you're higher than that. You know, with the Challenger and, you know, beating these people and, you know, what do you think from the unconventional path that you've been taking? Like, what contributed to all of that?
I remember I heard Will Smith say, man, it's so crazy, man. Wow. Because I'm just picturing, it's not about just what Will Smith said, but I'm just picturing myself fucking back in those times watching these videos, bro. Like I read self-help books and stuff, you know what I mean? Like as people will know from the last interview, like, you know, I'm heavy on learning from people who already have, you know, even if somebody hasn't accomplished a lot, I feel like I can learn something from everyone, from positive, negative, whatever. But anyway, I remember Will Smith in some video, and he said that to succeed, you have to have a illogical, damn near, like audacious belief. Like to really think that, for me to really be able to sit here and think that I can become the best player in the world. Do you know how many players there are, man? You know what I mean? Like there's so many. So when I was going to locals and losing, man, it's how do I possibly believe that at some point I'm going to be on TV or I'm going to be second at NEC or I'm going to be John Takeuchi and Itabashi? Like, why would I believe that while I'm losing those locals? There's a reason why. Because I think that anybody, not just me, I think that anybody who grinds, I don't care how cliche it sounds, anybody who fucking grinds can accomplish anything. That's my honest opinion, as long as you're able-bodied and able-minded. So even right now, I have a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? I'm proud of where I'm at right now and everything. But as far as, you know, I want to be, I need to, you know, Justin won like 6 Evos in a row or something like that with Marvel 2, like crazy stuff. Like, I need that, man. You know what I mean? I'm happy where I'm at, but I'm still trying to, you know. So the way I got here is a damn near illogical from the outside looking in sense of belief that I have right now. You can hear it in my voice, whatever. I believe that I can be the best. I believe that, you know, you can be have the, you know, the most popular content in FGC history, or, you know, or that the person watching this can be, you know, you might be losing your locals right now and you're sitting there watching me and you might think that, oh, RobTV is some popular big guy, like, oh, he's a good player. And I believe that you can go from where you're at right now to fighting me in a tournament, and I'm going to bop your shit though. But you know, you're going to place whatever is right after your boy. You know what I'm saying? Of course I'm, well, no, look, you're going to competition, fuck that.
You're serious.
I'm serious. I'm going to body you. But, you know what I mean? I you know what I'm getting at though. And when I say believe, I don't mean like I mean I swear if I took a lie detector test and say, hey, do you think you're gonna be better in taquitos and Daigo and at Valle and all that? Yes. Now, when I say that, this is another thing right here, and this has helped me a lot recently. I appreciate how strong my opponents and my contemporaries or whatever are. I appreciate the significance of the work that these guys did to build this scene. I just got on television, right? These guys didn't have that opportunity back then, man. They didn't have YouTube, man. They didn't have close to the amount of people, the money, all that, which I'm not making no damn cake all like that from no damn Street Fighter, to be clear. I'm just talking about in general, even like the winning $200 here and there at tournaments. They couldn't even do that, man. Like they built this stuff from scratch off of straight love. They had to watch VCR tapes, VHS tapes to try to study their opponents if they can get their hands on them. So I appreciate the work that the OGs put in. And I appreciate even if you're not an OG, just my opponents, whoever it is, John Takeuchi, he's what, 19 years old. You know, he's younger than I am, you know, but I fully respect his talent and his skill and his hard work. But the thing is that helps you out too, because you're not some arrogant person who thinks, oh yeah, I'm just so much better than everybody. That's where I think people might get confused with me when I'm sitting there saying I'm going to be the best, Like it could sound like, oh, like everybody else is, but no, I respect them and I know they're working hard. They're great. They're great players. They're great, you know, they're godlike. I just have a belief that I can outwork them. I think I can, you know, be the hardest working person in the room. And if somebody is going to be the best, Taquito, I think is the best right now. It can debate whatever, but I need to be in that debate. If somebody's going to be, my dad always says, somebody's going to be the best. Somebody's going to get first place. Why not you? Why not? And he's also always said, you shoot for a damn star, land on the clouds. You know what I mean? So the worst you can do, if you're really grinding that hard, you know, I'm not going to end up with too bad of a damn situation in the end of the day. You know, if I'm consistent top 8, I'm not satisfied with just getting that, which, you know, even right now, I need to get to that point. I haven't even gotten there yet. But, you know, but there's a huge lack of complacency for me, man. Like, there's people who now, it's interesting, there's people now come up to me and like, oh, RobTV, oh, can I get a picture, bro, or stuff like that, which is crazy, right? Or, you know, watch my content, say help them out and stuff, whatever. Oh, good. But, and this is before the show and stuff. There's already, but the show obviously it blows it up even more. But even with people, like, even if people like look at me like that way, like I don't, not in a bad, how can I put it? I'm always looking at the next thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, if I got, you know, like right now, I'm happy no matter what happens at the tournament from this point, I'm happy. I killed it. Like, I'm playing with house money pretty much. However, I'm always trying to, you know, I'm just getting started. Like, if I, and this is, well, yeah, but I don't want to go like too far on it, but yeah, like I definitely have a huge lack of complacency. One of the main things also, Gutex helped me out a lot with this.
Yeah.
Is we were talking about, I won't go to the details, but basically we're talking about haters, to be clear, you know. And even when I say haters, right, I actually want to clarify something. There are some people who are haters. That does exist. You know, jealousy exists. However, if somebody doesn't like you, that doesn't automatically make them a hater. They can, it's the big world, man. A lot of different personalities and stuff like that, upbringings. Everybody's not going to like you, you know, no matter who you are, right? So, well, what I come to realize is, and through talking to people and everything, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. And you can't put too much weight behind negativity and people talking trash if you're doing anything and getting any monicum of success. You know who's not getting any hate? The person who's not on the stream in the first place to get the hate. Because if you get on there, you're going to get hate. If you put a nice grandma on stream, like a grandma, and you know I'm not lying. You know I'm not, this is no hyperbole. Yeah. If there was a grandma, like baking cookies or whatever on a Twitch chat, on stream, the Twitch chat would be eviscerating her.
They would tear her apart.
They would tear her apart. So you come to realize, like, man, like look at LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, these guys are like, you know, great basketball players and whatnot. But still, what do you see on Twitter whenever they're playing? Oh my God, you can't win with Westbrook. you can't win with, LeBron didn't shoot enough in the fourth quarter. If you're going to succeed at all, you're going to get hate. So when I thought about that, and I talk to people and learn, I'm like, man, and it frees your mind. It's a lot easier to perform when you focus on the positivity and the people who matter to you most, you know what I mean? And the task at hand. So your mind isn't clouded with all of the bullshit out there. You know what I mean? And just one more thing on the not caring thing. There's something called the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
That's a good book.
Yeah, I haven't read the entire book, but a buddy of mine sent me an excerpt from it, and it was talking about, because I was having a hard time with all the fucking negativity, and I already expected it from like Twitch chat and people but there's people closer to you who you think are cool, but then as your name comes up, they switch on you, and it's like, whoa, I didn't see this one coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that affected me a lot. And I got to a point where I was like, man, I'm just gonna not give a fuck about any of that stuff, right? When I read that excerpt from the book, he said you shouldn't completely not give a fuck about anything in life. Like, that's not good. Everybody's gonna care. If you don't care at all, if you develop a mentality of, I just don't care whatsoever, then if you develop if you say I'm not gonna care whatsoever, you're gonna be depressed and all that stuff. That's
apathetic.
That's not a good life. So instead, what you do is you have X amount of fucks to give, and you have to choose how you allocate those fucks. I cried after I beat Itabashi because that energy that I would have used on who's talking this and it was all towards how much I love playing Street Fighter, how much I love competing, how much I love the people who actually support me, who are behind me going off and yelling and whatnot, and who are hype at home and whatnot. Those people, the positivity, my dad, man, my girlfriend, stuff like that, man. Like the positivity, and it leads to better results and everything. You're happier, you're more likely to compete, better. Just, choosing what you're actually gonna focus your, attention on.
Yeah, because it's not an infinite resource.
Yes.
Regardless of Combo Breaker, and regardless of how well you do next, what's your next goal?
I don't know if I want to give up the tech, man. I don't want to give up the tech. There's something that I feel like I can do. There's something I see in Taquito. It was specifically Taquito I learned it from. He never said it. I just watched him. And the stronger you get, the more time you spend with something, there's different details that you see that most people don't. You can be looking at the same thing, but see something completely different. Just like in chess, I play chess, I'm doing the most basic thing, but Magnus Carlsen sees just crazy, if I just do, So I would say that right now, I feel like I'm at 5% of my potential, skill-wise. So, and I'm saying that based off of where I'm at right now as far as to what I know I can do. I feel like I understand why Taquito's better than everybody and all that stuff like that. And basically, I'm gonna get to another level. So my goal is to get up to that level, basically, and I like to say, I can't say it in detail.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get to a certain level. I can say that.
Okay. Okay. So I guess real quick, we'll touch on limiting beliefs, because I think that's the antithesis of what you're about. You put a lot of confidence, but you back up that confidence with a lot of work ethic. And we talked about haters. And from my point of view, I think that a lot of people who are haters or who are negative, who aren't where they want to be, a lot of them, we talked about this before, but they have a lot of limiting beliefs. But just from your new experience and since last time talking, for people who might be at a similar skill level to you, have you observed that people maybe on your level might still have limiting beliefs, and you're actually surpassing some of those people? Do you have experience with that?
Yeah, I would say so. Man, it's such a fine line, because like I said, you hear me saying I respect Itabashi so much, right? Or I respect Daigo and all these guys. But I'm also I'm about to body you motherfuckers. Or I swear so much. I'm also I'm going to body these guys at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's a fine line because you're not. It's hard to. I don't know how to put it in words, but I'll say as far as like the negativity and stuff like that, people being negative, like haters and all that. Like for me, I couldn't tell you the last time I left a negative. When I say that, like I don't know in my life. Maybe when I was a teenager, maybe when I was like 13, maybe like I don't know when I ever left negative comments on YouTube. Like, yo, this video sucks, bro. Or dislike the video, or I don't do that. I can't tell you. Show me a screenshot of me in a Twitch chat saying, "Lord, free, oh, free." All that. No, I don't do that. And it's not like I try not to. It's that, you know, I think that people who do that are like they're like how you're like alluding to. They have limited beliefs themselves. So, like Itabashi and all these guys exist, you know, great players. So if you are beating them, and because this is the thing, this is how I want to put it. If they look at Itabashi, Daigo, these guys, they can say, "Oh, well, they've been around for X amount of years, so that's why they're better than me." That's to themselves. Like I'm the stream monster. Let's say I'm the stream monster. Not all stream monsters. Like, you know, love the positive ones, but the negative, you know, hating ones. Hating dude, stream monster, when he sees anything, he's relating it to himself. In the end of the day, he's comparing himself subconsciously or consciously. So he knows he's not good as Daigo. He knows he's not good as Knuckle doing these guys. But at least he can tell himself, "Oh, well, he's been doing it for so long." So when they see Mena pop up and win Capcom Cup, that challenge that fucks with their limiting belief system.
Yeah.
So now that takes away their excuse as to why they're not that strong wrestler, why they're not getting to their goals. And instead of saying, "Oh, it's his hard work," his character must be broken.
Oh, I talk about that so often.
They must not know their matchup. They, you know, Street Fighter 5 must be garbage.
Yeah. They find a way to discredit the player.
Yes, but it's not so much that they hate RobTV or that they hate Mena RD. Is that they hate where they're at, and when they see somebody else doing something, which Mena has done, you know, a lot more than me. I'm not, you know, which hey, if you take it that way, fuck you anyway. Never mind. I'll take that back. I'm not admitting shit. Fuck you. So, but they take your success as an attack to their whole flawed belief system. So to a degree, I feel sorry for those people, and I honestly, like, even though it's like I feel like fuck y'all, I also hope that this helps some of them, and I know that some of them probably won't admit it. But I actually hope to actually help some of them, because even if you're a hater and you're team FROB-TV and all that, you know, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And of course, if I was in a Twitch chat right now, you'd probably be, you know, "Oh, lol, he thinks he's deep. Lol, or oh,
easy for you to say.
Yeah, easy for you. You know, all that type of stuff like that. But
yeah.
I'm telling you personally, forget what you comment under this video. Forget any of that stuff. I'm telling you personally. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, bro. Or you can accomplish whatever you want to. And that's my honest opinion. The negativity and stuff like that, I think it's just a defense mechanism. If you focus on positivity, see the good in situations, learn from situations, then you are going to improve in your situation, whether it's Street Fighter or something else, whatever it is. The same way that I get better at Street Fighter, that's the same way somebody moves up through a company. That's the same way that LeBron gets better at basketball. It's the same way that Magnus Carlsen became the best chess player in the world. It's the same way that, you know, it's improvement. There's guidelines across the board, man. That's why you can learn something from people who aren't in your field. That's why in all these different fields, we're all reading the 48 Laws of Power. That's why we're all reading the 48 the 20, what is it? Habits of highly successful people.
Yeah, the 8 habits of highly successful. 7 habits of highly successful people.
Richest man in Babylon. Stuff like that. There's people in all these different fields, but we're all reading these books, and it's helping people succeed in all these different, you know, endeavors that are seemingly nothing alike. Because in the end of the day, improvement and advancement, it's the same all across the board. It's just different, you know, the details are different and whatnot. The face is different, but the guidelines apply everywhere. So if you apply those guidelines, if you care enough to learn those things, the law of attraction is going to bring that stuff to you.
There is nothing else to add on to that, because I agree completely. The last thing to add on is just you know, now you're sponsored player, so you know, if they want to find out more on you, your organization, you know, where can they find that?
So for one, shout out to my squad, HZRDS. Appreciate you guys for believing in me, man. Make sure you guys follow them. Just if you look up HZRDS GG, HZRDS_GG on Twitter, you'll find them. I'm on Twitter at RobTV, ROBTEEVEE. And, you know, obviously I do YouTube and whatnot. So if you look up RobTV, my YouTube channel will pop up. And yeah, if you see me at a tournament, make sure you say what's up.
Yeah, and definitely if you like this conversation, be sure to go check out his videos. I'll put a link in the description. Can't even talk. I'll put a link in the description down below because he has more stuff just like this on a lot of ranging topics. So I think that it's a lot, you know, he's a little bit of a harder talk than I am. So I appreciate it. I get stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to hear things in different ways. So some people need that tough love, and I think that your videos will reach out to a lot of people. So definitely check that out. Other than that, thank you guys so much.
Subscribe to my dog.
Subscribe.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thank you. Yeah.